The Great Hogwarts Escapee was a quiet night at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. The stars twinkled above the castle, and the great hallways stood silent, except for young students who were in big trouble. Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, Ron Weasley, and Ginny Weasley had accidentally gotten themselves locked inside the castle after curfew. If they were caught, they knew what would happen to tension with Professor Snape. The first clue we're stuck, Harry whispered, looking around nervously. No food, no bed, and worst of all, no snacks. Ron panicked. We're doomed! Oh, Ron, Hermione huffed, rolling her eyes. We just need to think. Just then, a soft hoot echoed through the corridor. Hoo-hoo! The friends turned to see Hedwig, Harry's snowy owl, flapping her wings. She was pointing her beak toward an old, narrow passage. Hedwig sees something! Hermione whispered. Maybe she knows a way out. The group hurried after her, but before they could take another step, footsteps echoed through the hallway. Clack! 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 A shadow moved in the darkness, and then Professor Snape appeared. You are wandering the castle at night, Snape said slowly, his dark eyes watching them. How very unwise. Ron gulped. We were just, looking for the bathroom? Snape raised an eyebrow. At midnight? 5 points from Gryffindor. The children groaned. Snape swept past them, his black cloak billowing behind him like a storm cloud. That was close, Harry whispered. Let's go before he comes back. The moving staircase for students followed Hedwig through the passageway, but as soon as they stepped onto a grand staircase, something strange happened. The stairs began to move. Oh no! Hermione shouted. Hold on! The staircase tilted left, then right, then spun in circles. The children grabbed the railing, trying not to fall. Then, a deep, mysterious voice echoed through the air. I have no feet but can run. I have no mouth but can whisper. What am I? Ron scratched his head. A hungry ghost. Hermione sighed. No, Ron, it's the wind. The voice chuckled. Correct. You may pass, for now. Suddenly, the staircase stopped moving. The children sighed in relief and raced up to the next floor. The trick door. At the top of the staircase, they found a tall wooden door. We made it. Ginny cheered. Let's get out of here. But when Hermione pushed on the door, nothing happened. The door is locked. She groaned. Harry pulled out his wand. I've got this Alhamora. The spell sparkled in the air, but the door didn't budge. Ron sighed, stepped forward, and kicked the door. Creak! The door opened just a little. See? Ron grinned. Sometimes magic just needs a little push. Before they could walk through, a cold, familiar voice rang through the air. You cannot escape me. It was Professor Snape. Run! Hermione yelled. The students dashed through the door, their hearts pounding. They raced down the corridor, laughing as they outran Snape. But just as they reached the final exit, someone stepped in front of them. Professor McGonagall's test standing in the doorway, arms crossed, was Professor McGonagall. And where do you think you're going? She asked, raising an eyebrow. The students froze. Harry cleared his throat. We were just practicing for a school play. Ron nodded quickly. Yes, it's called How Not to Get Caught by Snape. McGonagall sighed. HMPH. If you can answer one last question, I might let you go. She pulled out an ancient-looking scroll and read aloud. What is small but powerful, quiet but wise, and carries messages across the sky? The students looked at each other. Then, from far away, they heard a familiar sound. Hoo-hoo! It's an owl! Hermione said. McGonagall smiled. Correct! Very well. Off you go. But don't get caught again. The children cheered, raced through the exit, and tumbled outside onto the soft grass. Free at last! They had escaped Hogwarts. The night sky stretched above them, twinkling with stars. Hedwig soared overhead, hooting in victory. That, Ron panted, was the greatest escape in Hogwarts history. Harry grinned. Let's just hope Snape doesn't find out. The end.